What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another Black Desert video. So today we are at City of the Dead once again. The reason why is because today this spot and the Highlands got buffed, and we're gonna test it and see what it's all about. My experience with City of the Dead in a couple hundred hours, or at least 100 back in the day when I was going for the telescope, was this spot was very underwhelming. So gonna test it again today and see what it's all about, and yeah, we'll let's do this anyway. I don't think this spot has a species type, so I think any harmony just works, and let's do it. All right, so at 230 280, then we can pop one of these. 300. Wait, what? 287. And we'll pop one of these. All right, well, close enough to 300. Let's do this. I don't think this spot has anything super notable. No CC type. Let's just do it. Get it done. This is the Marnie realm as well, but we're not going to do it. I don't think anyone's here. If you don't know how to do this spot, or you're new, basically the way it works is you see this visionary, you focus the visionary down, and then it CCs all the enemies. So one thing you could do, if you have the JoJo bird pet, because the enemy loot flies around, usually that in like Tungrad Ruins, it makes you pick up loot faster. So what you do is just focus the green title, the visionary. They get CC'd. This is kind of like a slow spot in a way. Like, you just can't burst things down. You just have to CC them. Oh, I should probably do that so you guys can see that one. Turn on to loot. But yeah, you'll notice how the loot is a little bit slower. It's just because the loot flies around for the enemy corpses, and then they just have to wait for the actual loot to drop. But yeah, it's been a while. I don't remember full rotation, but generally, if you're over clearing, is a big loop. If I remember correctly, you know you're doing this spot correctly if everything dies before they get up. Like, once they're knocked down, if they get up, then you're probably undergeared. But you see how the loot is just so slow. That's the problem with the spot. I think if anyone is going for the telescope and they need like this particular piece, there's another one that gives it as well. It's probably better. But yeah, later we'll be testing the Yzrahid Highlands spot just to see how good that one is. That one is a little bit more fun in my opinion, just because you're actually moving around, doing mechanics and everything. I believe that one has a higher drop of Kabua artifacts as well. If I remember correctly, that sand dinghy hurts. You kind of don't want to be in front of him. Oh, well, it's 2026. I do hope in the future Pearl Abyss adds more non-tower spots as well. It would just be kind of nice. Go back to the OG days, actually grinding circles. So we'll do 15 minutes here and then go to, or I guess until my harmony goes out. Then we'll go to Yzrahid and test that one. You know, one thing I hate is they added titles to the spot years after release. And so all my hundreds of hours going for the telescope. And then it's like, oh, okay, we're adding titles to it. Cool. I hope they never do that again. If they release a grind spot, have it on release day. I don't remember how much trash loot I got back in the day, but I could always look that up, and I'll leave a link in the description to my older videos so you guys can see what it was like in comparison. Those embers do not sell, by the way. I've had like 10 sitting, listed for like the longest time. I think the way they can make this spot better is having a little bit less downtime. Like, you see, while we're waiting for the visionary, a couple seconds of just standing there, and then also standing and waiting for the loot. All right, 3 more minutes and then we'll move to the next one. Well, this spot would have been pretty decent for black magic crystals, you know, a couple months ago. Probably. Actually, I don't even know. It's probably still better to grind Dark Seekers. That noise they make, holy, that's creepy. All right, once the harmony goes out, we'll start moving. Okay, so in 15 minutes, more or less, we got 6,100 trash loot, no aggress. I forgot this is a event. 6,100 trash is worth 32.9. Cool. Then we got a bunch of that. So I think we had 3 of those special summons. I'm not sure how much that would be, so I would say maybe around like 5,000 loot, assuming like bad RNG or something. So if you multiply that by 4, it's about 20k trash loot an hour, more or less. And I don't know, like I still feel like City of the Dead, if you were going for Caboose, you might as well literally go anywhere else. And then this is like the lowest of the grind spots. And then let's see, which one does this one drop? The cheese wheel is exchangeable with 3 Histria ones. If you're going for the telescope other piece, pretty sure Dark Seekers is the way to go. Yeah, still. All right, Yzrahid, let's go over there next and see what that spot is like. I actually like this one, like snowy, and it's not like glaring orange. Let me see. Let's do this spot. I am pretty sure Yzrahid is also not a species type. It's like mechanical. We'll do 15 minutes or couple cycles. So the way this spot works is you focus the legs, and whichever leg is red, you focus that one, and then you get ads like at a certain percentage point. You know your iframes. Those red circles are just a suggestion. Green circles are good. You want to stand in them. They give you buff. They last for 20 seconds. This is a lot more thrilling in a way. Another Kabua. Maybe full artifacts will go down in price with these changes. This is like the AFK phase. red circle means focus the leg. So after you kill the leg, you get green circle phase again. That's basically this fight, and then every now and then you'll get a robot mini boss you kill, and then more AFK phases, and that's the cycle. If you can grind this spot over City of the Dead, like that 100%, this one is a lot more fun. Make sure to look, as long as you have this green buff over here, you're good to go. AFK phase. Loot is worth a little bit less than City of the Dead, but you get a lot more. Green slice is good. But I'm pretty sure if you're overgeared, you just face tank things. There used to be a way to cheese the legs and then get them to stay red. I think you just like you attack it and then move back a little bit. There used to be a way, I don't remember it though. But the intended way is just doing this. Oh, a mini boss. AFK phase, and then final leg, and then something else. Even though the trash loot is worth a little bit less here, you get more in terms of fragment drops and everything, so I think like the value itself is significantly higher, even if this one technically looks like it's less than the other ones. More AFK. Should probably walk around like this random loot piles and probably get it. But yeah, that's basically the cycle. Let's repeat that for hours. We'll go for another 2 minutes. I don't know what the clear speed is. If you do the thing where you basically force the leg to always be red trick, it's probably a lot faster. But if you're just grinding intentionally, probably 11 to 13 minute cycles. The overcharge is the mini boss, by the way. It's not really difficult. It feels like the same thing, but more loot apparently. This is kind of fun, even though I haven't been here in multiple years. Make more grind spots like this, even though that's just like it's a tower spot. We all know that, but there's something about it that just makes it different. All right, after AFK phase, we stop. That's when potion ends. This might... Dude, my pet is on like agile and still a lot of loot in the ground. Okay. Yeah, that's the next one. There's a quest in the cave if you care. All right, anyway, so 15 minutes, one in, you know, like one leg cycle. Got 9k trash over here. Let's multiply that, go to town and sell it. Let's see. Wait. What is the town called? Lisgar? Okay. It's been a while. All right, so assuming you multiply that by 4 for the cycle, it's probably like a little under 1 bill in trash, but you're getting a lot of kabuas and every other thing. So I think this is like 1.5 billion, probably maybe more, 1.5 to 2 billion an hour, assuming average RNG with kabuas, and they sell, of course, and everything else. Embers don't sell, by the way, but if you need them, that's good. 201, a little under 1 billion in trash loot an hour. No agris, that is. And then honestly, this one is kind of scuffed. Like, it's probably making one bill, 1 point something, 1.5 tops, assuming average RNG with all the other loot. So yeah, if you were to pick one, Yzrahid Highlands has a lower requirement and probably more silver. But if you look at these, this one has a lower stat requirement, this one's higher. This one is a lot more slower paced, and this one is faster paced. And if you're going for telescope pieces, obviously my recommendation would be Dark Seekers and Hungerhead. So higher requirements, but these will give significantly amount of silver more, and these are just overall more fun. But these are the two spots that got buffed today: City of the Dead and Yzrahid. And hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys later. Peace.